Let's power tap. D. Morris, welcome. Kindly share the live stream. Hi, TJ Sue. You are still here. Wọ́n kàn ní pé kí n dẹ̀ try náà ni o. Ẹ rò pé bóyá wàá ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́. Good afternoon. Let's power tap while we wait. Please, let's power tap. Ìlú wa yìí. Ọlọ́run kò ṣàánú. Please, let's power tap. Mosumola Olanrewaju, I believe. Let's power tap, please, while we share and wait for others. Good afternoon, my dear. How are you doing? How is everybody? How is your family? How is your guy? I hope everything is working well for your own good. Hallelujah. Praise God. Come on. It is well. We thank God, my love. Èwo náà ń ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ. Tó o bá wá kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe? I can't hold you. Ọwọ́ ẹ̀wẹ̀ ọwọ́ dẹ̀ ni ọwọ́ máa fi mọ́. So ọ̀tún wẹ ọwọ́ òsì wẹ ọwọ́ máa fi mọ́. So you rub my back, I rub your back. Let's wait for a few more minutes for people to be alerted so they can join. Jazz, how are you? Good afternoon. How is it going? How is it going on your side? Good day, good afternoon. It's a beautiful sunny day, but hey, it's still cold. All my hand like this. Oh, to bien pé, as if I put my hand in the freezer. It's so cold. This weather can, just make you feel somehow in some days, right? Okay, welcome everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I greet you according to your time, and welcome to this platform where we share about, we talk about anything and everything. We talk about money, we talk about job, we talk about starting a business, we talk about life, we talk about health. All together, put together, we are here to, educate ourselves. That is the main reason for this platform. Abdul, thank you for joining. Abdul, why are we going? Abdul, why are we going? How to send this message? You send the message. These people, I don't think they are, they know what they want exactly. Okay, so yeah, I put a quote out that fear that you are going through is a sign that you are growing. Some people, when they are growing, they are afraid. I don't know how it's going to turn to, how it's going to come, how it's going to be, how am I going to feel, how this, how that, how that. That fear has no meaning. That fear is a false evidence appearing real. That is the acronym of fear. It has nothing to do with your growth. It has nothing to do with your, whatever you are doing. Just believe that when you have that anxiety, it's possible because you are hopeful. You don't know what the tomorrow say. And what the Bible says, faith. Complete that phrase. Faith comes by hearing, right? So at least you believe that there is something going to happen. Okay? And so I want you to now think, according to the word I put out today, that my plan for you, God's plan for you, is not of evil but of good. So when we bring those two phrases together, it is working for your good, because God has a plan for you. God has a plan for me. And so when we are growing, even knowingly, sometimes we get anxious about things, about situation. I shared yesterday about how God promise on Sunday, and it happened. It actually started happening, manifesting since Sunday evening. That manifestation come that Sunday evening. I was in Awe. And I shared also on Saturday what I experienced by inviting a family out, and it didn't turn out well at the end of the day. But that Saturday, as I've said, that I had some feelings, I had some you know some kinds of signs, but I didn't take notice. Why? Because I was too sentiment about my promise not to fail the person that I promised. I was focusing on that person rather than my own feelings. Right? Sometimes we ignore the feelings. We are thinking, oh no, it's nothing. Whereas that sign is a sign telling you that there is something happening or is about to happen. Thank you. Olakunle Taiwo, thank you for joining. Hello Kunle, thank you for joining. God bless you. Good afternoon, my brother. Okay, so, right? So that fear is a sign of something is about to happen. And when that thing surfaced yesterday, after about 3 4 hours, no, not up to 4 hours. I think we started 10:30. No, it's more than 11, quarter past 11, quarter past 12, quarter past 1, quarter past 2. Yeah, almost 3 hours plus, 3.5 hours rather. I was on the phone. At the end of the day, it's like I was seated on a hot seat, for an interview. But God was present. God was present. Yeah, anxiety is a sign of growth and faith. Exactly. Thank you, my friend AI. So, in other words, are you afraid? Why are you afraid? If you are going through anything, if you are someone like me, I always write down. If I show you my books, these 3 books, these oh, sorry, these 3 books, I have them. Notes, so notes, so I've written. You can see, I've written so many. This is another 2 here. This is another one here. 5. Ask me, what am I using them for? I'm using them for my business. And every day, I must write down something in that book. Why? Because there is plan for every business that I must do every day. This morning, I was in a training for almost 2 hours plus. And I was telling my trainer, I said, I think I need a rest. You look anxious most time, like something is about to. Kule, calm down. This is what I am sharing here. Don't be anxious for nothing. That is what the Bible tells us. I don't know if you're a Muslim or a Christian, and I'm happy that you joined. And most importantly, you write what is in your mind. You write it. Someone said here that it looks anxious most of the time. Why must you be anxious? Hey, calming relaxation. Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Right? He said, hi, my love. He said, I am anxious most of the time. Like something is about to happen. Nothing is about to happen. You see, the way we are wired, human being, we are wired with fear. Why? Because that is how we were brought up. Most of us were brought up. Don't do this. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't go there. Oh, why? For example, if a child is climbing a wall or a table, for example, we will try to stop that child. Stop it! You will fall! You will fall! You will fall! Already you have created fear into that child's mind. Why? Because you have pre-warned that child. That is African way of disciplining a child. But comes to English, Eyinbo will never tell that child not to do it. They will not tell that child, don't go there, don't climb the table, don't climb the wall. They will watch the child climbed, if the child fall, they know that the child have learnt a lesson from that fall. If the child manage to climb the table without no fall, no scratch, no fear, it means the child has the confidence of doing it again. Whereas the one that you put fear in, you stopped by not doing it, will not have the courage to do it the second time. You see, the two scenarios that I share with you now, and if you are here, Kule, you better listen carefully. You better listen carefully. There is nothing called fear. It's a false evidence. That child you try to stop will not have the confidence to do it again, to try and repeat it again. And you don't know if that is the way of the Lord for that child. Bible says, my plan for you is of good. It is planned. Doesn't mean that you will not come or encounter difficulties or problems. That is not part of his plan. His plan is that you will learn through that struggle. You will grow through that struggle. You will overcome the struggle. Why not try and see whether it will happen or not? I'm going to share my experience in life with you. Kunle, that is what I am sharing with you. Don't put that fear in your mind. Tell yourself that I can do it. I don't know how old you are. Maybe you are not lucky like some people that learn how to ride. I didn't ride bicycle when I was young. I didn't learn it, right? Because we didn't have it. But I managed. Even now, there was a time I asked my daughter that she should, teach me how to ride again as an adult. But I didn't even put the interest in it, so I forgot. It's a nice topic. Thank you, my love. It's something that you put your mind. If you put your mind and desire you are going to do it, my dear, you will do it. Without no, even if heaven falls, you will still do it. Why? Because you have determined. You are the one that can stop yourself in achieving whatever you want to achieve. You are the one. If I had not seen the way Eyibo teach or train their children, it could have been different in my own mindset that, everything we have to go through fear. No. Our parents, I think most times, or, many times they made a mistake, especially our great-grandparents, our grandparents, our parents, and to our turn. This Gen Z, I don't think they are afraid of anything. I don't think they are afraid of anything. They just come out and show face. This is me. This is my new house. This is my this. Whereas we were taught that tíṣù ẹni bá tó jẹ, a máa ṣe kí ni? A máa ń fọwọ́ bò jẹ ni. Whereas you need to show people how you get there. Tomorrow I'm going to share one story that will wake you up. Tomorrow is money matter. We talk about money on Wednesdays. I'm going to share. I've researched and done the topic already. I have it. My God, Eyimbo. I have it written already in my notes. You see, don't think that when I come, I just come and talk from my head. I research. I want to know exactly what I'm saying so that it can tally and even maybe someone could relate to it. Like this guy that is typing on Facebook. He said he is afraid. Sometimes he's anxious. Anxious about what? Why must you be afraid? Why not try and see the end of that thing and say, okay, I made a mistake. And let me tell you, mistake is part of success. Failure is part of success. You have failed. Try again. If you go to school and your child failed, the next thing you want to do, your mate, is it not your mate in the same class that became first, second, third, and you became number 30? No, man, no father and mother, no parents. Stop comparing your child. their brain is different, the way they learn different. Some child has this photographic memory, some you have to take your time to teach them. In this country, because my children grow up in this country, right? If your child is a slow learner, and my daughter here can testify because she's a teacher, there are some children that are slow learner. It doesn't mean that they are dullard, it doesn't mean that they don't know anything. It's because they pick up things slowly. And I always compare myself to a child like that. It takes me time to grab things. I may see it once, grab it, but in some cases there are things that I don't really grab easily. All right, you are welcome, Moonlight from India, my love. Right? And I don't blame myself when I'm in a training or in a study. I always tell the trainer, listen, oh, if you are going too fast, I will ask the person to please go down and slow down or repeat, because it's sometimes for me, because I don't know how, for me to get things easily, it takes me time. I must study it. When I spend my time to study it, then it will stick. But if someone is trying to rush it, I will not grab it easily. But when it's something that is what do you call it, like video or whatever, I grab it easily. But when it comes to word, I don't really grab it easily. And so I take my time to learn and study. That is why I cannot borrow people my books, because when I'm reading, and I don't like all this what do you call it, white paper, online, whatever. I don't like it. I like to touch. I like to read. When I'm reading, I want to ask questions. I want to know what is in the heart of the author. I want to understand what the author is saying. So I will always comment. You cannot read my book. If I borrow you a book, and even my children, I don't borrow them my books. I rather buy for them, because I know that book they will not enjoy it, because there is no page I will not even write something. And that is how I learn. It may not be easy for other people, right? But some people have this photographic memory. The moment they grab it, that's it. And such child will not be difficult for him to pass the exam. Why? Because it's already stored in his subconscious mind. But you that is a slow learner, they must take time. In this country, as I was saying, a slow learner child, maybe if they're in year 1, they will not separate that child, because that child is slow compared to the other children. They will give that child extra time after school, to stay back after school to teach that child, because it's the responsibility of the tutor or the and the school to make sure that the child is well educated. Unlike back home in Nigeria, I don't know of any other parts in Africa, but back home in Nigeria, they will tell the child to repeat. Oh yeah, repeat again. If you fail again, repeat until the child will lose 2-3 years. Another thing a parent could do is to help that child by, extra lesson, going for extra lesson, get a teacher in that school in particular, from the same school, if preferably the teacher that teaches that child in school to be teaching that child. Why? Because already the child is familiar with the teacher, and also the curriculum or the syllabus, anything that is being taught in the school is what will be taught. Are you getting me? I think I digress because of what this it's part of it. I shouldn't say I digress, right? As I was saying, God says the plan I have for you is of good. In other words, He wants you and I to succeed in our business. He wants you and I to make sure that if we don't understand something, we must educate ourselves. Even if you are a degree earner, you have your degree already, maybe your master's or something like that, it doesn't mean that is the end of your education. You must always find a way to, upgrade yourself and to be on a, I'm not going to say trend, to be in the momentum, be in the moment. Like if anything should happen now, AI, everyone is using AI. So are you going to tell me because you finish your business BSc degree last year, you will not learn AI? Because that is the way, that is what everybody is using now. Most people will use AI to write whatever. If you need any question, like my friend here, AI, what did he write? He reminded me of what I said. So AI is very, very important. So it doesn't matter whether you have 2 degrees, one master, second master degree, you are a professor, you still have to upgrade yourself. You have to upgrade your knowledge so that you can be in the now. You can function with whatever is going on in the world. For example, I'm a boomer. Even one of my children, we joke about this morning. When he called, I was in training, and he said, "Mommy, you are always learning and learning." Money, my dear. I have to update myself now. If I don't update myself and upgrade myself, how will I keep up? I'm not keeping up with the Joneses, but I want to be in the present, in the now, to know what is going on in the world. I took up one of my course that I finished a couple of weeks ago. There was AI training there. Actually, there was this girl that is so good that during this training, she was employed. She came to study. Digital marketing, right? And because they saw that when we all did our assignments, and she was very, very good, the owner of the business was saying, "Oh my goodness, I think this girl is needed in this company," and they employed her straight away. And that man find out about this same girl, just about, I think, 3 weeks of a month to the course when we started. She is so good. So many people have this skills that until when they come out, you will not know that they have it. Until when they show up, you will never know that they have it. And if they have not even decided themselves, let me upgrade myself, because she has the knowledge, she still wanted to do something better for herself, and she find the course, and she knows that doing this course will help her with this AI business that she knows, not knowing that God was sending her to where she will be employed. So the plan of God for that girl was to meet his employer, not just to go and study. That was the plan of God for that girl. And luckily, not quite long, she started the course. She was employed. Now, before she even finished the course or the training, she has started earning. They start paying her a wage, a salary. Why am I sharing all this? You see, before you can function, you must also have the knowledge in that area. Yesterday, I was listening to one of my mentors. I have several mentors in different aspects of life. And this man was saying, "Oh, for you to be successful in any area that you choose, you must understand from A to Z. Even if you don't know everything, but you must have the knowledge of what it takes to become an engineer, or what it takes to become an ofada rice seller." Because these people, they're telling you they're selling ofada rice, they are not cooking ofada rice. I mean, the stew, they are not cooking the stew as it is. Ofada started from a lady that wanted to feed their husband. I'm from Ijebu. I'm from my mom's side, right? Ofada rice and stew. They call it ayamashe. So mashe is the name of the man, the family. Is a family name, mashe. So what they call this man ayamashe, ìyàwó mashe. So no, I don't think many people knows about the story of behind that ofada rice. People were using red pepper for ofada. No, they don't use red pepper for ofada. They use the green pepper. And there is a way to, to cook, prepare the ofada stew and to cook it. In fact, whenever I go to my mom's village up till today, if I landed in Nigeria today and go to Opeolu, I must buy that ofada. Why? The mama that started that ofada rice is just about two stone away from my paternal grandparents' house. So it's just in the compound. So when I hear people say, oh, I'm cooking ofada, and I'm looking at them and say, is this the same ofada that I ate? So when you go to Opeolu, if you taste ayamashe with the ofada rice, you will see the difference. The taste is totally different. And that is how you have to distinguish yourself among the peers. Either you are a teacher, either you are a nurse, either you are a mom, either you are a parent, either you are whatever career that you are in. You must be unique in your own area of specialty. In fact, if they say, oh, you are the best and unique, yes. Why? Because the plan of God for you is to be at the top. You are the head and not the tail. I don't think you understand what I'm saying here. I don't think you quite get it. If you are getting me discussing continuous learning and importance of AI knowledge, thank you, my dear. Let me clap for my friend. That is what AI wrote here. AI is picking whatever I'm sharing here. You also have to educate yourself. Education is for life. I am a firm believer of education. I don't do when it comes to education. I spend a lot of money to invest in myself every year. The other day, one man in our community, he was my mentor before when I was trying to start a real estate business. It was the one I was learning from, right? So when we met in the class, and I saw him, I said, even Oga still dey thank you whoever is giving that line. God bless you. I said, Oga is still under Oga is also here to come and learn. He was my mentor. So when we met in the class, the moment I saw his name, I said, so this man too also invests in himself like this. So no knowledge is too little. Oyeni Elizabeth Temitope, good afternoon, ma'am. How are you? Thank you for joining. So when I saw him, so after when we were introducing ourselves, he now sent me a message and said, you are here. I said, you too, you are here. I said, you two, you are here, Oga. So we are both here. We pay the same money. He's a multi-millionaire in pounds. Multi-millionaire. I senior him by age, but that is not the situation here. What I'm talking about is to give yourself education. And now, after we were done, he now sent me a message, and said, I think you'll be interested in this program. Immediately I saw it, I paid. I even paid before him. When I paid, I sent him the receipt that I have joined, that I'm even glad that he sent me the information. And he said that is why he is more inspired, because looking at me at my age, that I don't belittle myself to say, oh, this money is too much to spend on yourself, to educate yourself, to upgrade yourself. That, he said, he was so marveled the first time he saw me in that lecture room, that if auntie can do this, I must also do it. So when he got the information, he sent it to me and I paid, and I sent him the receipt that I have paid. It was after me that he paid his own money. Even me, I paid for extension. He didn't pay for extension. So he said we can be sharing the extension. He said we can be sharing the extension that I bought. I said it doesn't matter. How much is the extension? Every year, $99. I pay $99 every year. It doesn't matter. Because he was the one that gave me the information that I could do it. And when I read it, when I went through the syllabus, that at the end, I mean, it's not going to be for fun. I'm going to make times 10 times 100 of what I paid for. And that is the essence of educating yourself, investing in yourself. As a teacher, you don't want to, your aim is to plan to start your own school. If you are working for a school, you also take the mindset that you must build yourself up to go and start your own school. I'm not saying that you should jump the gun. No. Serve your oga faithfully as if you are running your own business. Teach those children as if you are teaching your own children. Because when we were growing up, the teachers we had, they taught us as if they are teaching a degree people. Teachers those days, they spend their life, they use their life and spend their time to teach us thoroughly. Hello, Edith. They taught us thoroughly. And those era was the era of the British colony and all of that. They taught us Queen's English. So I understand that teachers these days, some of them will have even carry egusi to the school. While they are teaching, while the children are in the class, they will be picking the egusi. Is that a job that you are paid for? Anything that you are doing, you are serving under a institution, or you are serving under someone, please do it as if it is yours, because you never know tomorrow. If you do it as if ọgọ́ta my dear, when it comes to your own, that is exactly what you will do, and that is exactly people that you employ will also do. They will do it because you have sown a seed, and that seed is waiting to be germinated. When it's about to ripe and start planting, exactly what you sow, you will reap. Exactly what you sow, you will reap, no matter how long it may take. So I'm speaking to someone here. If you know you've been doing this kind of a job, you are in a 9-to-5 job, there is nothing wrong if you are in a 9-to-5 job. But I also want you to have, the mindset of earning extra. You could be doing maybe, what do you call it? After school lesson for children. Okay, in a month, maybe you charge them 50 naira, 100 naira. I'm just saying, maybe 5,000 naira, maybe 10,000. And when I was back home last year, we have boys quarter, right? So the couple that were living in the boys quarter, they employ the teacher from they have twins, right? So they employ the teacher that will come home. I told them, I said, these your children, that they are too playful. If you don't employ a teacher to come and teach them at home, take them to lesson, because they are too playful. In the morning like this, before I wake up, gamma, gamma, gamma. I said, gamma, say gamma to start playing. Is that what you want to do? Children, if you are nice to children, they will always look for you, right? So they employ a teacher that will be coming home every day except Saturday and Sunday, Monday to Friday. Even when they were on half term, I said, employ this person. How much is it? Already ti Jésù tọrọ ni. There is the youngest one here, kí ló ti ń pè, Táyé kan Ìdòwú ọkùnrin ni, obìnrin làwọn ìbejì yẹn. Ìyẹn ọlá, ọlá àbí Ìdòwú, wọn sábà pè ní Ìdòwú, ọlá ló máa ń pè. So ìyẹn ló máa ní, oh, he will be crying if until I open the door, until I open the door. Kò mọ̀rọ̀ sọ dáadáa. It was I think around going to 2 or so. Nana nana nana, ohun ẹ̀ ni máa gbọ́ tó máa lá nana nana, grandma ló fẹ́ pé o, nana nana nana. Tí bá ti ṣílẹ̀kùn, ó mọ máa sunkún ni until when I get out to come and open the gate and open the door and say, Ọlá. The moment he enters, this boy will just sit down and be calm as if there is nothing wrong with him. Mo chip in sínú yẹn ni, let me clap for my children. Àwọn ọmọ mi ni wọ́n miss mi, èmi náà miss wọn. And so what was I saying? God says my plan for you, do not allow fear to remove you from my plans. The road may look sturdy, the road may not be smooth, the road may look ugly, the road may look as if it's, you are in the wilderness or desert. My dear, be patient. Be what? Be patient, because God will make a way where there is no way if you are patient. And exactly what happens to me on a Saturday, on a Sunday and yesterday, up until this morning. I was in a training this morning for 3 hours. My dear, my head was doing like this, pam, 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 as if they just put something new in my head. And it was new because it's a new thing that I started. And I did not even believe that God will open that door. When you are afraid, when you hear people talk about you, when you hear people mocking you, my dear, you are going to the next level. But if nobody talks about you, it means nothing is happening. It means nothing is happening. Ìrírí ayé ni mo ń sọ o. I'm sharing the life pattern. The patterns that you go through, you see, to become who you want to become in life, or to become who you want to become in life. There are some challenges that you will go. The more you're going up, the more challenges will be unfold. The more fire you will go through, the more God will refine you. The more God will, strengthen you. The more God will favor you. Because if you say, the road, that mountain is too sturdy, oh my God, this saying mama climb you by, you better manage. I remember a couple of years ago when one of my aunties said, my sister, let us go to mountain to go and pray. When the mountain be tibawu, me, I don't have the time to be going up and down mountain. Orí òkè for what? Ṣé Ọlọ́run ń gbàdúrà ni? But just to please her. I said, okay, let's go. So we went. Bóyá Ìrágbìjí àbí bí kan ṣá, we just went to one village far. So we have to charter a car from Lagos to the place. And when we got there, we cannot take the car to the prayer mountain because it's at the top hill. We got there around maybe 5 in the evening. My dear, when we were climbing that stairs, ibẹ̀ nílẹ̀ ṣú bá mi. She's already up because she's always going. Me, I don't know how to climb these steps, about 180 steps or so. Mo ní kí lẹ wá gbé mi ṣe ń bí báyìí. And when I finally, I had to wait there because mi ò rí gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣú. I didn't have any torchlight. I didn't have any phone with me. So I was shouting, Auntie me, Auntie me, Auntie me. She did not even budge. So some people heard me and some people were coming behind me because they were used to that. So some people heard my voice and say, ẹ má bínú, ṣé first time? It's my first time, only no wonder. So they managed to take me up. When I go to the top, from that top now we have to climb rocks. Hey, 7 days lọ́nà máa lò. Mo ní for what? The third day mo ní tí ẹ̀ bá bá mi ní ìsàlẹ̀, I'm gone and I will leave you. Ìyàwó ló ń jẹ yín. Prayer wo lẹ nídìí tó yẹn that you cannot pray at the corner of your house? Because you heard that Jesus go to the mountain. Ṣé máa ó sọ fún yín pé orí òkè Àràfáàtì lòun lọ ní àbíbo? So some people, that is how they delay the destiny of God in their lives. Why? Because they are afraid. This guy that said, I'm afraid I cannot ride a bike, as if something will hit him. That is not of God. That spirit of fear is not of God. It's of the devil. And you have to, tell the voice to shut up. You have to nullify every negativity in your life. You have the control over that noise. You have the control and the power to tell the power to shut up. And like Jesus said, get thee behind me, when Satan told him, if you could bow down, I own all this earth, I can give you everything. He said, shut up and get thee behind me. Who the hell are you that you are talking to me? I am your boss. I'm greater than you. But temptations will come. Trials will come. Failure will happen. Yes, you heard me right. Failure will happen. Like a man that was crying. He's been married with his wife for 11 years. So 4 years thereabout, or 7 years thereabout, they had a distance relationship. The lady went to America, left the man in Nigeria. On the internet, he realized that his wife, so-called wife, got married to a man. And he was sobbing. I say, hey, you've been jilted. He said, I'm 45. I have no child. Oga, pack your rubbish now. Pack that pieces. Shake yourself. As you talk, say you dey fine. Shake yourself. That is a lesson that God wants you to learn. She is not your wife. You may be married for 11 years. You may have been parted for donkey years. She is not the right one for you, or you are not the right one for her. But he took it so harsh, as if there is no life for him again. There was a man that he traveled to Italy. That Italy, he's been married with his wife for several years, maybe 10 or so. He could not believe that the woman will wait until when he returns. I was chatting with my partner one time about this incident, and he told me another story about the one that even the oga traveled and the lady married another girl. If he marries or she marries, it means that she's not the right person for him. You don't take all these things to heart. Don't. It has disappointed me. Ohun tó disappoint ẹ ló máa lọ tó máa padà. Tó bá jẹ́ tiẹ̀. I've seen a marriage that after 20-something years, they parted. After 2-3 years thereafter, they came back again. And they married again afresh. After eléyìí tí ègbé ti règbè, eléyìí tí lọ fẹ́ ẹlòmíì, eléyìí tí ó ti lọ fẹ́ ẹlòmíì. And it didn't work out. So they came back again. So ṣé wọn rí irú eléyìí rí? There is no new thing under the sun. Under 37. There is nothing new. If anybody should jilt you, disappoint you, my dear, it can be hurtful, it can be painful. Why? Because everybody knows, it's my husband, it's my wife, I beg. Pack all the dirty. I call them dirty. Nonsense. Pack them, sweep them. If I were you, wo, má ṣe bastard nonsense fún tó bá rí mi gan, òun gan ló máa sunkún. Òun gan ló máa sunkún. hello Fador Victor. Òun gan ló máa sunkún. Èmi ò ní bàjá. There is no need to fight with such a person because I know the plan that God has for me. On that promises of God, that is what I will wait upon. That is what I will stand on the rock of ages. That promises I will remind God, this is your promise, Daddy God. If he's the right person for you, sometimes ojú kòkòrò máa ń jẹ́ kí obìnrin àti ọkùnrin, they will miss the right person. There was a lady that shared, I saw it on kí ló ti ń pè, Instagram. No, not Instagram. Kí ló ti ń pè, ṣé Facebook? Ṣé Facebook ni? Níbo mo ti rí àwọn couple Facebook? I think it's on Facebook. Àbí TikTok. Anyway, on the social media. The lady was sharing that when she was young, she got married to a man. Things were not working. The guy will treat him anyhow, say so many things to her, talk to her rudely, as if she's nothing. And in her heart, something was telling her, this is not the man that I want to marry. This is not the man that I would like to marry. I would not like to settle down with this person for the rest of my life because the way he has been treating me. That was a sign that God did not put hand in that marriage, and yet they got married. So after some years, she had a dream according to her. After 2-3 years thereabout, she had a dream, and she found herself in another man's hand. He said this man was carrying her in his hands, like an egg, that the egg must not break. My dear, she said 4 years after she had that dream, she actually met that man. Everything that she saw in the dream came to life after 4 years. So it means the first 3 years she married that man was wasted. The waiting time to see the next man now, maybe 2 years, another 1 year, was wasted. Another 3 years or maybe 5 years. Now she waited for 4 years to meet a right husband. Now she's happily married, have children. In fact, I learned a lesson that patience, where God is taking you, sometimes we rush too much. We don't listen. We don't wait on the Lord for direction. We just jump. Oh, I'm in love. Oh, because I'm old. Oh, because says who? Is it in the Bible that at the age of 20 you must get married? Is it written in the Quran that at the age of 40 you must get married? No. I've seen stories on the social media that this woman, even in her 50s, she said she's still a virgin. No man has ever said to her, I love you. In her own words, she said no man has ever come to her to say, I love you. So there was no man in her life at 50. And whatever her friends are doing, they're already grandparents. They have children. She said she supported them when they're doing marriage, when they're doing naming ceremony, when the children start getting married and all of that, and start having their own children. At 50, no man has ever said, I love you. So you want to tell me that, that person is, is rejected, or God doesn't have a plan for her? Of course, God has plan for her. A right time came when she was introduced to a pastor, and that pastor that she was introduced to was married, and they were married, I think, for about 11 years, and the marriage failed. You see, this world is unfair, but when we have the insight, when we are able to use the wisdom of God, let me tell you, I always say wisdom has its own places. In your finance, there is wisdom. In your marriage, you must apply wisdom. In your career, in education, you must apply wisdom. In raising up children, you must have wisdom. It's not the same, because you treat your children compared to other people, how they treat their children, you must have wisdom, because your children must be your best friend. You want your children to be open to you, to come to you, to be able to talk to you, to share their problem with you, not being afraid and say, oh, mommy will shout at me, oh, mommy will, spank me, oh, daddy is always shouting, that mommy is always screaming. No, there is wisdom. Wisdom is principle according, and is profitable according to the word of God. Hello, passive income, how are you, my dear? Long time, right? Wisdom is profitable. In other words, God's plan for you is not for you to be afraid. Even if there are challenges, it's not time for you to be afraid. That fear is taking you closer, and you don't know. You'll be saying, oh no, it's not working. You are even saying negativity to your life. Oh, it's not working. What is not working? Have you tried? Yes, you tried. Yeah, and it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Start again. Tweak it. Find a solution. That is why if there is problem, there is no problem, there will be no solution. If there is job everywhere, nobody will be asking and seeking for job. But because there is no job, that is why you will have a lot of unemployed people. And you must find a way to earn a job or to earn a living and create your own job. That is the essence now. If you finish your education and you are waiting for the government to come and supply you a job, how many people, let's say 100 people, finish their education this year, right? And they only have 10 vacancy available. So it means the remaining 90 people, where are they going to get the job? So create your own job. Create your own job. Make your own money. Have your own bank. You say have your own bank. I mean it. Have your own money. Make your own money. Determine how much you want to make in a year. Determine your own lifestyle. Determine. Don't say, they only pay me maybe 100K a month. How much am I going to be able to save? How much am I going to pay for my bills? My dear, out of that nothing, there is something in it. Out of that nothing, that 100,000 you say is nothing, there is a lot in that 100,000 that you can use to start something and to help yourself. You have to be disciplined. You have to be courageous. You have to be consistent. You have to have a focus, because focus will give you abundance. When you focus on where you are going, doors will be opening here and there, here and there, here and there. You are the one that will decide which one should I enter. And you can't just enter blindly. You must apply wisdom. Ask God for direction. Ask God to take you in, and not walking by yourself. It says, Jesus said, I'm at the door waiting on you to knock and come and ask questions, to come and seek my face. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. There is a guy, one young girl, at 25 or so. She's already a millionaire, right, in America. She's an American, black American. So, those people that goes on the street to interviewed her. Even she's pregnant, she's expecting a baby. And, as she was about to enter the car, the guy said, oh, ma'am, can I have a word with you? And all of that. She was even scared because she wasn't expecting it. And she said, please, if you don't mind, I just want to ask you, which area is your career, your business? And she mentioned, finance and all of that. And he was asking her, how did you get into finance? How old are you? You are too young to be saying, oh, you are into finance, you are into this business, you are into that business. This girl started, she said, she was poor, she had nothing to her name. And then one day she said, oh, is this how I'm going to be, be living my life? She was homeless, no house. She was homeless, but she made up her mind and said, listen, is this how I'm going to continue living my life? And she told herself, sometimes I talk to myself, so it's good to talk to yourself. So she talked to herself and said, no, I can't continue like this. So she find a way to go and get a job with all this what do you call it, restaurant. She started earning $5, $6, $7 within 6 months. She said she was still homeless, but she was saving that money because she wanted to go and rent an apartment. When she saved that money for 6 months, she was able to rent an apartment, and she pays per night. After all, she's working. From there, she said, no, this is not enough for me, I need more. So she took up the second job and a third job, and in a month, or in a week rather, because she earned weekly. In a week, she was able to earn like $600 $700 in a week from the three jobs. That isn't enough, is it? Gavi, my love, good afternoon, you are welcome. How are you? Thank you for joining, God bless you. How's your little boy? Okay, so she said she now, have the edge and the confidence to do what? To help herself. So she went to learn, because she had a poor credit, a bad credit. She has nothing to her name, and she wanted to change that story. And she looked for a way how to start. And when she started that business, this girl is a multi-millionaire now. She didn't just jump. Hi Tuyi, how are you, my love? Good afternoon. She didn't just jump from the top. She started from nothing, but she had a purpose. She believed in herself. She had not created fear. She didn't allow that homelessness belittle her to say, oh, you'll be homeless for the rest of your life. She changed the story. So you and I can change our story. You may not start from where she starts because she's homeless. You may be at where you are today. Don't allow fear to make you step out. Come out of that cocoon. Come out and become a butterfly so you can fly your wings. So you can fly your wings. Butterfly, you can't catch them easily. They fly. Before you touch them, they fly. And I love butterflies. I love the multicolored. I love the shape. I just love butterflies because they mean a lot. If you study animals, you will love animals. And that is why God created them. They're good species. I love animals. I love butterflies, especially when it comes, because sometimes when you see a butterfly, it comes to give you a warning. When it's white, multicolored, maybe brown, maybe yellow, maybe black, they have a meaning. I want you to put that on your left hand. Don't hit with it. Okay? So, and today, the girl is now coaching other people from a skill. She learned to be a finance person. She's now helping people that has bad credit and earning from that. She studied it. She went to learn it. And now she also is teaching people, telling them, I can help you correct your credit. People in Africa may not understand what is called credit score. People in diaspora will understand what credit score is, or bad credit. If you have a bad credit, you cannot borrow money from the bank. In other words, if you borrow money or you buy something that you do not pay, you don't make the full payment, you are owing them, your name will be written on a blacklist that she owns money to this company, whether for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Your name will be there until when you clear that loan. When you clear off the loan, then they will remove the name. In fact, your name will be written as what do you call it, kí ló ń pè kíní ìjẹ́rìí, JJ something something, I can't remember the name again. You know, your name will be there until you go to the court to go and remove it. Otherwise, your name will be there, and it will disturb you getting money from the bank or even from the loan shank. So wà pé àwọn kan wà tó yẹ pé ó máa ń yáyàn lówó kiri. Nobody will be able to guarantee you. Why? Because you don't have a good reputation when it comes to your finance. Maybe, for example, you buy a car and you are paying monthly. It's on finance. They call it finance. You can finance as well mortgage. If you miss your mortgage, your name will go into that record, and you know it will affect your finance. In this country, they can lend you 1 million. Oh. If your finance is so good and you have that good business with your bank, you put in money, you withdraw money, even if you borrow money. Why? If you don't borrow money, they will not borrow you money. Bank will not borrow you money. Why? Because they know that you are afraid, you are not up to the standard to be able to repay your bills. All these things, the way they look at how they score your credit, right, is totally different in this country. A motivational talk on overcoming fear and creating your own financial path. Yes, my dear. Thank you, AI. Right? So create your own financial path, create your own money, create your own wealth, create your own business. Start. Don't be limited in your thinking, on your brain. Don't be limited. Wake up. Do something. Digital marketing. Start it. Owó lèèyàn fi ń wá owó. Owó. I've seen people that lend money to start this business. Unfortunately, there was one that shared a story with me last week. She was on platform like this, and she said, "Oh, this she joined one company like that. This TikTok wahala. Wahala ti pọ̀ jù jọ. I'm rounding up anyway. You know, she said she joined one company and they made her to go and borrow money. And I said, my sister, I didn't want to judge her. All I said was, they shouldn't have told you to go and borrow money. Nobody will come and tell me to go and borrow money to come and start a business. The business I've never done before. You can't borrow money and go and start a business you've never run before. Why not start that with that little you have? When you build and grow, then you know you have guarantee that yes, when you put money into this business, it must flourish. But you go and borrow money to go and start a business you have never tried before. That's a failure right there. That's a red flag right there. So you must not go and borrow money to start a business. Start little. If it's 50K you have, that 50K, and you gain 10,000 on top of it, it's a lot. And then you put the money back. That is 60K. The next time you buy 60K worth, and then you earn another 15,000. That is 75K. Okay, 75K. You sold that, and you earn another 20K. That is 95K. Almost 100,000. My dear, it's a lot of money. If you say, how much am I earning? 100,000. That's small thing. Respect money. That is why money will be running away from you. Money is spiritual. Don't say that's small money. You are better than that now. You are bigger than that thing now. Don't say that's small money. More small, that's small thing. The wages not be small, na small thing. No, you are earning a good wage. You just need to increase it. And you don't have to leave that job to increase, to start earning elsewhere. You have to help yourself to earn extra income. Start a side hustle. And don't take people in Nigeria, because you can't do it in this country anyway. If you are in Nigeria, don't go to your job and be selling kaya while you are supposed to be working for your oga. After you have done your 9 to 5, you can put your kaya in the car. Let me shock you and round up with this. Last year I went to NIN office because I wanted to correct my name, right? So as we were driving into the office, there is this woman I saw. She put shoes. She had a car. She opened the boot of her car, close all the doors, and wind down a little bit. We passed through the car. So I saw cars, shoes, I saw bags, I saw clothing, and she even put like a mat, what do you call it, leather on the floor, and she put some. And I'm saying, this is a good idea. Oh. Number one, she's not going to pay for rent for shop. She's already a winner. She's no way. She parked on the street, by the roadside. She's not paying tax. Except maybe if these people that are, going around and say, oh no, you cannot do that on the street of Lagos, right? Except that. But she parked her car and she was selling. And people were there that were patronizing her by the roadside. Another one, we traveled to somewhere in Lagos, right? Somewhere further than no Badagry. In fact, we went to Cotonou we were coming. The car broke down because we hired the car. So the car broke down. Oh my gosh. I said, hey, in this place now, how are we going to find a car? A vehicle to take us? The man tried and tried. I said, you know what? We better look for someone to come and pick us. So maybe get a Uber, but we have a lot of load. So we were thinking we need Ayaz because we took a bus because of the load. And so the man said, oh, I think I know someone around here, but the person is like 1 hour or 1.5 hours away. And I said, call the person now. If we 1 hour and the 1.5 hours with the traffic, in 3 hours she will get here, Abi, or you will get here. When the person arrived, it was a woman. When the woman came, I said, is this the person? He said yes. A woman. She said yes. The woman now laughed and said, mommy, why are you surprised? I said, I am surprised to see a woman as a driver. And she said she even drove to Cotonou. She drove to Ghana. I said, as a woman. This woman, by the time we got to our home, it was around 2:30 a.m. in the morning. And this woman has to drive back to where she picked us from. And I could not sleep. I told her I will not go to bed until when she gets home. So I was on the phone with her. What took us about maybe 3 hours, 3 hours plus, took her just 1.5 hours to get back. I was glad when she said, mommy, I am home. I could hear the gate opening and she shut the gate. I said, thank God. You see, she used what she has. She has the car. And that is what she was using. She said she will even take people to as far as Ghana. They will charter her to Ghana and come back. You see, whatever you have, you must be, you must be sharp in thinking. You must be at the point that, listen, I cannot continue and be complacent and be saying, nothing is working. Something is working. It's you are not active. It's you that cannot see. Something is working. A lot is happening. A lot is working. People, I told one of my cousins the other time, I said, listen, first time I saw this lady on Instagram, she grinded pepper, atanla, tomato, shombo, and she was posting it back to back on Instagram, and people were buying. Ata lílọ̀ tó wá sè that she packaged in a 2.5 kilo, 5 kilo, and 10 kilo, abi 15 kilo, sizes. And she's making the money. After that, she started selling proper food. She will cook, people will order and send. And she's still doing the pepper till tomorrow. There are some families that are in need of what you need. There are some family that need that. Even the other time when I was in a meeting, our coach was saying, you can package something. Maybe after you have you know boiled the pepper, you can introduce cooking oil, palm oil, rice, beans, yam, package it, and then you sell it as a package, not just only the pepper. That is how people are making it in life. You have to be smart. You have to be at the point that, listen, is this or nothing? It is this or nothing else. Don't say, oh, if yes, no. No, it is this or nothing. You must stand. You must stand. You'll be able to stand on your toes, not even on your feet. You know, when you stand on your toes, it's like this. It's like you are a ballet dancer. You know how they dance like this. Mama say, be angere kiri. Be like that. Be like that. By standing fully, you are too comfortable. God has a plan for you, and you are allowing that fear. You are creating that fear. There is no money. Says who? If there is no money, find it. Make your own money. Create your own wealth. Start your own bank. And Tony Ope, do you know how they started? And Tony GD Bank, do you know how she started? They started with nothing, from something. From nothing to something. Let me stop here, my love. Let me stop here. You know, otherwise I can go on. It's over 1 hour already, and I don't want to be spending even up to 1 hour. But when I come to share whatever I want to share, I want to, expand it for us to understand exactly, not from one point, from different aspects of life. Like one lady that joined me yesterday said, oh, she has been watching me and all of that, and because I always share life stories and all of that, and she wants to learn. I say yes. It's not to talk about money all the time, but when we are talking about money, we must also share some experiences of other people, or a personal experience. How did I get here? Why have I not stopped? I've shared even the money I paid just this last week, and the course has not started. It will not start until 2nd of May. But they have put down, they started the promoting the program to know the number of people that they are going to join. On that day, we were more than 10,000 that joined that Zoom class. More than 10,000. For you to know that this thing is something. People are hungry for something. People are hungry to make it in life. And if you don't pay to help yourself, if you don't pay to educate yourself, you will not go far. You will not go far. There is a lady I bought a grinding machine for, for pepper and dry thing like that, to help her. And she said, Mommy, I want to start hairdressing. I said, if you want to start a hairdressing, start somewhere with this error lotta. You want me to come and give you almost 1 million, 2 million to start this? I will not do that, because you have not done business before. I will not waste my money. It's not that I cannot give you that money, but I will not waste my money by giving you that money, because you don't have any idea. You learn it, but you have not, done it by yourself. You worked under someone to learn, but you have not started the business. You have not been running the business. So I will not put my money in such business. If I want to help you, the way, according to people that introduce you, they said by setting you up with a lotta grinding machine, it will help you. But you want to say, now I'm a landlady, I'm the owner of this salon. It doesn't work like that. For me, I don't know of any other person. For me, it doesn't work like that, because I know how hard I earn my money. I don't pay. I don't play. And sometimes I don't sleep until 3 a.m. in the morning, and I wake up again by 7. I sacrifice to make my money, to earn my money. Why? Because people that sometimes I am having meeting with tonight, I'll be joining in the next 3 hours, even less than 3 hours. I will start a meeting. That meeting will go on for 2 3 hours, even at times 4 hours. And by 11 12 again, I will start another meeting till about 2 3 in the morning. So tell me that I should not have sense how to spend my money because I want to help you. I should just waste the money just like that? No, I won't do that. Anyhow, thank you to Jesus for standing by. God bless you, my love. God will enrich you richly in the mighty name of Jesus. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, people on what do you call it, YouTube, and people on Facebook. Ẹni tó béèrè question gan ó ti sá lọ. He didn't wait. Maybe he doesn't have enough data. I'm sure he was joining from Nigeria because I've never seen him on my platform before. He says his name is Olakunle Taiwo and Oyeniyi Elizabeth and Fado Victor. Àwọn tó wá sórí kíní yẹn Facebook. Thank you, everyone, and people on YouTube. Thank you, and TikTok. Thank you, my love. Tijesu, thank you so much. I really bless you, and the Lord Almighty will bless you continually in the name of Jesus. He shall shower your 10 kíní lẹ bá mi ṣe. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you. Let me cheer you up. God bless you. God bless you. So until then, take care, and please make use of the word. The Bible says, be the doer of the words, not the hearer. You have heard, and I'm sure I have points, I have touched one or two things that will help you go back to sit down and rethink. Please don't just hear anything you hear from this platform. Don't just say, I'm here, I'm hearing. No, act on it, do it, write it down. I just showed you 5 notebooks that I use. Five. I can show you again if you want to see. This is one of the book that I'm reading now, right? This is one of the book. I put them. This is 2, yeah. And there you can see that I have pen. You can see that there is something inside. 1 3. You can see this one too. I put this one is a personal one. I did it for myself. You can see. And this one too. And this one too, you will see. Only. You see? So I take time, I plan. How do I manage? I plan. I plan. When you plan, you will not fail. Even if it fails, you try again. They always say you fail to plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Or you plan to fail, you fail to plan. So please plan your day. What do you want to achieve in the day? What do you want to achieve? Tomorrow is Wednesday. Everything that I've showed you, my note for tomorrow is here. The note and what I'm sharing today with you, I did this yesterday. I'm already a day ahead. Next week, I know exactly what I want to do. The meetings I want to attend, the training I want to attend. Right? Both physical and online. I have it. Sometimes it clashes. So I have to find the way, okay, if it clashes, this one are they recording that they can send me the recording. I may join because they have to register. I may join and then halfway I go and do the other one, right? Because it's online. But the one for physical, I have to be present. So if I can do it, you can do better, and you can achieve greater things. Okay? So please make use of the information. Plan, start planning, sit down, draw, do a what do you call it? A cross, right? This is your goal. This is what I want to do. How long will it take? And what do I need? When you put that in a quadrant, yeah, when you put it in a quadrant, you'll be able to put on under each goal, under each segment, what you want to do, how will you start, what do you need, and definitely you will get there before the end of this year. You will see the difference. Until then, please stay tuned, and I shall see you again, and stay blessed. Thank you everyone. Ti Jesu, God bless you my love. Bá mi kí dájú.